Hello, I'm Cliff Munson with Rotovac Corporation. Take a few minutes to watch this video and we're going to go over some very important tips and pointers how to properly use and maintain your new portable extractor. The extractor has two holding tanks for the water. This is your clean water holding tank that holds 12 gallons of cleaning solution, so you want to fill this up with as hot a water as you can. And your 12-gallon recovery tank is up here that holds your dirty water. As it comes back into the machine, this fills up with your dirty water. And if you look in your holding tank, you'll notice in there is this little loose piece. This is your dump valve elbow. This goes on the back of your machine on the dump valve right here. Just fit it on so that when you go to empty the dirty water out of your machine into a bucket, this directs it down into the bucket. So when you're ready to empty, you just pull up on this gate valve and the dirty water will dump right into the bucket, and then close it when you're done. You fill your machine right here on the front with as hot a water as you can and add your cleaning chemical into this tank according to the instructions on the back of your bottle. It's better to use a little less chemical than a little more because the Rotovac is doing most of the cleaning for you. So you can fill this tank directly with a bucket, or if you choose, you can hook up to a faucet and fill it up directly with a hose. But fill this up all the way to the top with as hot a water as you can. Here's the access port to get into your dirty water recovery tank. Simply unscrew this access port and you have access now into your dirty water tank. And if you look inside, you'll notice there's two conical shaped filters which you can pull out of here. And if you look closely at these filters, you'll see that there's a ping pong ball inside each one. The reason for that is if your recovery tank fills up too fast, this ping pong ball will float up and it will shut off your air intake so that you won't be picking up water into your vacuum motors and exhausting it out onto the floor. So it's very important to keep these clean and try to empty your machine before these activate. Now let me show you how to open up your machine to get into the internal components. On the back side of your extractor, you'll notice these two spring-loaded pins here. Simply pull them apart, lift up on the tank, and you'll see how it opens like the hood of a car. And you'll see these two vacuum hoses are keeping you from opening it any further. We'll simply reach up and disconnect the vacuum hoses. And now you can go ahead and open your machine all the way to the floor. Here you have your two high-velocity vacuum motors and your 100 psi pump. You'll notice there's a filter on this pump which needs to be checked probably about every 3 months. Make sure that this is not clogging up. The components are very easy to get to service. It's a very simple design for easy maintenance. When you go to close your machine back up, simply reattach the two vacuum hoses to the barbs, snug them on there, close it on down some more, snug the other one on nice and snug, and then make sure the hoses are not kinking or catching. Just close your machine up and you're good to go. By the way, before opening your machine up to get into the internal components, make sure that your two water tanks are empty. Your portable extractor also comes with 25 feet of vacuum and solution hose. I'll show you how to hook this up. The male end of your solution hose hooks into the female quick connect. Pull back the sleeve, push that in, give it a little twist, and it clicks into place. Your vacuum hose cuff fits right over this 1.5-inch barb. Just snug that into place, and now you're all hooked up at your portable side. Over here at your Rotovac or your cleaning tool, whatever tool you're using, same thing. Just simply slide on the vacuum hose nice and tight. And on this one, you pull back the sleeve, push it over, twist it, snap it into position. You're ready to go. Your portable extractor comes with a 50-foot power cord. Always try to plug it into as strong of a circuit as you have available. Typically, you'll find those in the kitchen, laundry room, or the bathroom. If your machine has 2 power cords coming off of it, make sure you plug them into 2 separate circuits, one in a kitchen, one over in a bathroom. And to be sure you're on 2 separate circuits, look on the front of your machine on the control panel, and you'll notice there's a green light if you have a 2-cord machine, and if that green light comes on, you're on 2 separate circuits. If the green light doesn't come on, you're going to have to unplug one and find another cord because you're not on 2 separate circuits. To operate your portable extractor, your switches are located on the front of your machine at waist height. You'll notice you have a switch for each one of your vacuum motors, Vac 1 and Vac 2. That creates the suction in your tank to suck the water back into your dirty water recovery tank. And your third switch over here is your pump switch to activate your pressure pump, which gives you the spray pressure of the cleaning water coming out of your tool. Always make sure you activate both vac motors and your pump. Now let's go over a couple of operational features of your portable extractor. When you're actually cleaning carpets, you're going to find that before you run out of cleaning water, your dirty water recovery tank has filled up with dirty water. What you want to try to do is empty your recovery tank before it fills up all the way and your ping pong balls shut off your vacuum. So as a general rule, after you've cleaned maybe half of a room, let your motors run, just your vacuum motors run for a minute, shut off your machine, come back and look in your recovery tank and see if it's pretty full. If it is getting up near the top, you want to go ahead and empty before you keep on cleaning. And I find that it's always good to have 2 buckets rather than 1. So if your machine is starting to get full on you, go ahead and dump the valve, empty into that 1 bucket, close it back up, turn it back on, go keep on cleaning. As soon as you've run out of cleaning water, come back and empty the rest of the dirty water into bucket number 2. Because you know what? I find it easier to carry 2 buckets than to carry 1. Another alternative, if you don't want to carry buckets around, is you can simply disconnect the power from your machine, unhook your vacuum line, solution, and you can roll it right into the bathroom now, at which point your dump valve is about 3 inches higher than your average toilet. So you can back the machine right up to a toilet and dump the dirty water directly into the toilet. And you can also tilt it back at that point to get all the water in there. And if you like, you can also, while you're in the bathroom, you can have a faucet adapter to hook up to the faucet and fill your machine up directly with hot water at that point. So when you roll it back in, you're full of cleaning water and you're ready to pick up another 12 gallons. Here's another little point to keep in mind. At some time, your dirty water recovery tank is going to fill up quicker than you think, and you are going to suck some water through your vacuum motors, at which time it's blown out under the machine. That's why I always like to take a towel and position it right there where the air is blowing out, so that when that water is picked up and it blows out, the towel soaks it up and I don't leave a big wet spot on the carpet or on the tile floor. Now I showed you how to put your cleaning chemical into the portable extractor holding tank. In addition to that, you may choose to use a pump-up pre-sprayer to pre-apply some cleaning chemical. When you're using a pump-up sprayer, you mix a stronger solution. So for instance, this is a 1.5 gallon sprayer. I might put in approximately 4 ounces of your RPM cleaning solution into a 1.5 gallon sprayer. Then you just pre-spray this extra on your dirty areas, bad traffic areas, or stains. So when you come along with your extractor now, that chemical has had time to work, and you're going to rinse out all that chemical along with all the dirt to get maximum cleaning results. Whenever possible, try to position your portable extractor at the entryway of the room, allowing you to roll your cleaning tool in and start at the furthest point and clean back without ever having to move your extractor. Well, that should cover just about everything you need to know to successfully run your portable extractor. Remember, if you have any further questions or concerns whatsoever, don't hesitate to call us at Rotovac at our toll-free number, 888-768-6822, and we'll be glad to help you out.